Hello, and welcome to my LEGO Mindstorm EV3 classroom competition called the Obstacle Challenge. The objective of my obstacle challenge is to have students work in pairs to build and program a robot that's going to navigate through a lined obstacle course that contains detours and color strips. And they need to do this in the shortest amount of time without leaving the course area. Students are going to be expected to incorporate and expand on previous programming skills learned in this class to help them successfully complete this obstacle course. Here's the obstacle course. As you can see, there is a start box. The robot must begin in the start box. It then has to identify verbally the color green, black, and red before moving on to the blue lined path. It must stay on the line path until it comes to a detour. It cannot touch the detour. It needs to back up in time before it touches the detour and take the alternate route. There are two detours in this obstacle course. Both need to be avoided and both need to find the alternate route. Once it gets to the end of the blue path, it needs to end up in the finish line box without touching the outside of the box or being over the box. Here's the competition regulations. So the robots must be placed inside the starting box to begin the race. The robot must verbally identify each color on the color line. For every color identified wrong or missed, there's going to be a 5-second penalty added on to your final time. So for example, if your bot rolled over the red line but said black, it would lose 5 seconds. And that would continue on. If it said green and it was blue, then you would lose 5 seconds. The robot must stay on the blue line and avoid the detours along the way. So if any time your bot hits one of the signs, it's going to be automatically disqualified from the race. The robot must end inside the finish line box. If the robot ends anywhere outside that box, 3 seconds is going to be added on to your final time. And the timer starts when the robot's program is pressed and ends when the robot comes to a complete stop inside that finish box. How do you win? The team who completes the course in the least amount of time wins this competition. Here's the obstacle course in action. One minute and 14 seconds. Beat that. So this will be a 6-day project. Day 1 and 2, you're going to work with your partner to build your robot. You can use classroom video tutorials that we've learned in previous lessons to help you. You can do some website searching for some different builds out there that might work for this obstacle course. or you can choose to work with your partner and design your own robot. Keep in mind, this particular obstacle course, you do need to use some sensors. I'm just not telling you which ones. On day 3 and 5, start working with your partner using the EV3 Lego software to create the program that's going to help you identify colors, be able to follow a line path, avoid obstacles, be able to move left, right, forward, backwards, and be able to stop when needed through the obstacle course. And then continue to test your program and revise it where necessary. On day 6, I'm going to give you 5 to 10 minutes in the beginning of class to finalize everything, download the final program into your bot, and let's get ready to race. So the last part of my presentation is the assessment guidelines. They will be worth a total of 100 points. Let's just go through it. So for design and build of a working robot, you can receive 20 points. Programming a robot to successfully navigate through the obstacle course is worth 40 points. If the robot can verbally identify each color in the obstacle course, it's worth 10 points. When the robot follows the blue line throughout the course and avoids all obstacles, another 15 points. The robot starts and finishes inside the designated boxes is worth 5 points. And all members collaborating together and displaying successful teamwork will get another 10 points. That totals 100 points. I hope you find this presentation helpful and that you enjoy the obstacle challenge.